Beyblade Surge Episode 7, Conquering the Ogre's Dungeon. So anyway, this episode covers episodes 13 and 14 of Beyblade Burst Sparking. So anyway, let's get into this episode. So anyway, this episode starts off with Louie, with Louie and with Hikaru and Hyuga totally shocked that they lost to Louie, and Louie's like, "Is that what you got?" and basically walks away, and they're like, "Louie," and basically and all the teams basically and all the comments all get placed on this treadmill device, and they're all running except for, and they leave Rika behind, and she's like, "Hey, you forgot me, you guys." And then after we got the spin, we basically see them get put into this what is it, device where there's a bunch of recolored bays, and Rintaro and Hyuga defeat Hyuga and Rintaro defeat all the recolored bays while Rika, Guy, Chuck, and Hikaru have to do this puller system where they keep having to pull it to keep the numbers from going down until Hikaru's like, "I want to be Louie," and basically just gets it to go down, and they both run in at the same time, and Louie's like, "I'll take on you first, Hikaru." What's up with these legends always taking on Hikaru first? Yeah. So it's Hikaru versus Louie, and yeah. So yeah, it's Hikaru versus Louie. So even Haname's here. So it's Hanami. I know I do a terrible Hanami impression. So anyway, yeah. So they both do. Hikaru changes the mode on his bay and basically lets it rip. Let it rip, and he starts spinning. He's like, Luminor. We see Luminor's avatar, which is pretty cool, and he goes, "Right upper," and yeah, and so then I think Louie or Hikaru get the first point. So anyway, I'm just gonna say Hikaru gets Louie gets the first point, or Hikaru gets the first point. But anyway, yeah. So then we go into round 2, where Louie wins. But before Hyuga can challenge him, before Hikaru can challenge him, Hikaru's like, "Hey, you can't battle him in the storm. Let's go." So yeah. So this episode proves that Hyuga can change the weather because he's yelling at the weather to calm down, and guess what? The weather stops. So can Hyuga stop rain, or can Hyuga stop the elements? I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So with this, Hyuga's allowed to go challenge Louie without anyone's permission. But then some random guy just shows up saying, "Where's Louie Shiozaki?" Which I still think Dan Mills does a really good voice for this guy. And he's like, "Where's Louie Shiozaki?" And he's like, then he's like, "Hey, who are you?" And he's like, I'm asking the questions here." And he's like, And he's like, where's Louis? And he's like, he's on the mountaintop. You wouldn't miss it, bro. And he's like, okay. He's not shit, okay. But he just leaves. So, yeah, so Hikaru almost falls. Hyuga almost falls. And then Louis saves them, and they get into a battle. But by the time they get there, that purple-haired with the hedgehog, he gets there, and he gets there, and he's like, no, Louis Shirosaki. And yeah. So anyway, we get into the Hyuga versus Louis battle. But it's a cool battle until just like in Beyblade Rise, it gets interrupted by a mysterious blader with a barrier-induced bay. And we hear a crash. Hyperion bursts. Louis doesn't burst. He just grabs it in his hand, and the mysterious guy grabs it in his hand, and he's like, Louis Shirozagi. And someone says, that's enough, Wayne. And yeah, and he's like, Shu Kurenai. Yeah, Shu's here. And I hope I did a good Shu impression of the Rintaro. But anyway, yeah. So we got Shu. We got this random blader named. Okay, so we got Lane, who Free mentioned in the last episode with his bay, who totally pulled another Peregrine and crashed and burst Hyperion, just like Apocalypse did with Iger, and with Achilles, and yeah. As I said, Red Luminor isn't the best thing for a bay. It isn't that good. I don't think so. Yeah, but anyway, we gotta review it. So anyway, next we gotta review episode. So we reviewed episode 6. So we reviewed episodes 5, 6, and now 7. And now we'll review episode 8 next. So I'll see you guys in that episode.